You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, as we know, it has been a rough year for the Baltimore Ravens. A ton of injuries, a ton of their money that's tied up has been injured. And most notably, Lamar Jackson, most notably, Roquan Smith out, right? They're both coming back. All right, Lamar practiced. Looks like he's going to play against the Chicago Bears, the resurgent Chicago Bears. We also found out, and John Harbaugh was alluding to something like it was I guess the players' decision, wasn't some mandate that the video games and ping pong tables and all this fun stuff got removed from the locker room at the Ravens facility. Bears fans, Chicago Bears, be careful what it is you're wishing for here, all right? This is Caleb Williams' stats. 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 61%, 92.9 quarterback rating. There, I looked at a deep dive on Caleb earlier that somebody put out. There are still true deficiencies in his game, and I would want to be very careful. I mean, Lamar Jackson, 130 quarterback rating, 10 touchdowns, 1 pick, 71% when he's been in there playing. The Ravens, I believe, are about to go on a run. I think they beat the Bears. They beat the Dolphins. May very well beat the Vikings. Beat the Browns. Beat the Jets. And then you got a potentially huge game on November 27th against the Bengals. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the Ravens might win 5 in a row. The Ravens aren't just going to roll over here. All right. I don't believe that for a second. And on top of it, the Bears decided to piss the Ravens off. I mean, I get it. The Bears have been down for a while, but you get a little success. You get a few wins. I don't know if this is what I would have done. All right? I don't know that if I would have done this for sure. So, the Bears are trolling the Ravens by posting a video of their players playing ping pong. This was some kind of Snickers advertisement. But the Bears players are all up in this.
You know what time it is. You know what I do.
Okay, I'm just turning it down. I don't want a copyright strike on some music that nobody wants to listen to anyway. They're playing video games. They're shooting baskets, little card gamies, little airplane situation. So it looks like Snickers. One could ask the Bears, did you not have a Snickers when you agreed to do this? Satisfy your hunger with Snickers. Okay. Somebody might want to ask them, Ben Johnson, did you not have a Snickers when you agreed to do this? Seriously. Chicago wins a few games and thinks all of a sudden they control teams. They just guaranteed the Ravens whipped that ass on Sunday. I got to be honest. I mean, wow. Seriously. Chicago, when they win 4 straight, that's Stephon Diggs. He got emotional. Bears winning by 10 points. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, honestly, oh boy. As a Bears fan, I already know we cooked. A couple of players went down with injury. Lamar is coming back. Should be the Ravens by a touchdown or so. That Bears fan, yikes. Yeah, Bears fans and players watch Ravens cook y'all. Bears have zero right to troll anyone with how sorry that franchise is. I got to tell you, that feels like a bad idea that the Chicago franchise decided to run with. Snickers, I don't know if Snickers is one of their usual sponsors, maybe. And Snickers probably came to him and said, hey, we got an idea under the circumstances. And it's kind of surprising Ben Johnson didn't go, if he even knew about it, but they just gave a very, very starved, hungry, desperate Ravens team with a Super Bowl winning coach, John Harbaugh, and a multiple-time MVP quarterback, Lamar Jackson, and Roquan Smith, one of the best linebackers in football. They just gave them all you want to talk about locker room fodder, pure motivation, made them smoking angry as if they wasn't already angry. In one of the hardest places, let me just come over here and look. It's in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore. What were you thinking? It was an absolutely terrible decision to do that. Yeah, that was in the news. The locker room thing, and there was controversy, and John Harbaugh had to make all these comments. I get it. And look, the Ravens are 1-5, but they're 1-5 for a reason. They've been without their quarterback. They've been without a lot of good players. They're getting their quarterback. They're basically getting the quarterback on offense and their quarterback on defense back in the lineup at home. The crowd is going to be the crowd in Baltimore is absurd all the time. A rabid fan base, great atmosphere, tough as hell place to play for any team. It's tough for any team to go in there. All right? Yeah, some teams got some wins against them this year because they've been a mash unit. The Chicago Bears have stunk for how long? How long have they sucked? All right? They got a quarterback that at times has looked good and at other times still has not looked very good. Ben Johnson, yeah, he's showing I think he's a hell of a coach, frankly. I think they got the coach right. But Ben Johnson should know this team's got plenty of deficiencies still. I think this was a bad idea. Whoever approved this, the Ravens are going to be big, big mad that the Bears decided to make this video. And I'm sure the Bears will probably, but this was something we had planned. That's going to be hard to buy. That's going to be hard to buy under all the circumstances of all the controversy. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Tell me what you think in the comments section. I think it is a bad move by the Bears to throw shade at a very hungry, desperate, back-to-the-wall Ravens team. It's a bad idea. I'm just saying. I know one thing. If I'm giving a prediction on this game, Ravens by 14 at least. I would have picked them prior to this. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.